When silence collides, who are we to signify? The seasons have changed, by distance shall be gauged.
Biker 201 at 1355.
Frequency got the ball.
This is Times Drive and I am Anuj Rai. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 14th Raid the Himalaya. Engine mounts will break, tires will rip off. Days will be long, nights will be cold. In this clash of titans, many will fall and only the strong will survive.
Raid the Himalaya, Indian motorsport's crown jewel. Many have entered the raid over the years. Only a handful of tough nuts have made it across. And they all have been driving the old faithful gypsy.
जिप्सी से खुश हैं हम लोग जिप्सी ही रहेगी आगे भी रेड में जिप्सी चलेगी.
For some, it's an annual pilgrimage. For others, it's an ultimate test of endurance of man and machine alike. And so the factory teams that have entered Indian motorsport head-on in the past year have brought their machines to put them through the ultimate test. The test of Raid the Himalaya. Team Mahindra has brought their Super XUV 500s with a strong driver lineup. Veteran Sunny Sidhu, cool customer Lohit Urs, and fresh blood Amitrajit Ghosh, the underdog who won the Mughal rally.
Well, we are learning every rally, and this time we have put a proper service plan in place. All the efforts has been taken to ensure that champion drivers who are driving for us, they got the best equipment possible and the best service support possible.
The cars are built very well from Mahindra. We have tested these cars. We won't say the cars are quick, but then yes, we have worked more on reliability, which was very, very important for such a cross-country raid format rally.
There's the Tata team which brings the shortened rally pep Xenons in the safe hands of Harkaran Singh, Tawfiq Mughal and Soham Hazra.
For Raid the Himalaya, we are here with 3 extreme vehicles and 3 extreme drivers. The car has been improvised a lot. We have cut down the back of the vehicle. We have increased the power and we have done more tuning and all, remapping and all things in the car.
The Army Adventure Wings returns with its class brass. Last year's third placed Lieutenant Colonel Shakti Bajaj and former raid champ Major Arminder Barar. The venerable Team Thunderbolt returns without 2 of its stars, but they retain the experienced captain Samir Pandey.
It's never easy for us, so when the setup changed and maybe the car is becoming an advantage to us, then the big guns came in. So Rana's come with Vitara and the Mahindras have come with XUV. So, but it's too early to say. I have not yet driven at rally speed with the setup that I have done in the car, which is to the suspension. Let's see how it goes.
And the recklessly consistent Harpreet Singh Bawa.
तैयारी तो फुल है अंदर जाके तो भगाएंगे गाड़ी और क्या करना कुछ नहीं भगाएंगे जीतेंगे.
Which finally brings us to Team Maruti, who have given a Vitara in the able hands of Suresh Rana. We'd go as far as saying that it's the strongest team here. But Rana sits in the Vitara sans his usual navigator, Ashwin Nayak, who crossed over to Mahindra and is with his INRC co-driver, Amit Ghosh.
Rana is a great driver. I mean, I enjoyed every bit with him. So I'm sure he'll give a good competition to us. So anyway, I mean, that's a part of the game.
इस बार नेविगेटर अश्विन छोड़ के चला गया है और उसको छोड़ने को बहुत दुख होगा उसको.
Somewhere along the line, the bigger teams have started to come in. We have team from Viami, from Maruti, from Mahindra, from Tatas. Along with that, Team Thunderbolt, Sanjay Razdan has formed a team of 3. Aman Aluwali has formed a team of 3. At the end of the day, the whole level of the sport seems to be going a notch higher.
The 14th raid taking a start in Shimla and will go over the Jalori Jodh into Manali on day 1. Day 2, the raid crosses Rohtang and Kunsum passes to enter the Spiti Valley and end in Kaza. Day 3 is a loop around Kaza. The raid again goes over Kunsum on day 4, over Baralachla and Lachungla passes to end in Pang. On day 5, raid crosses More Plains, tackling 2 fast sections near Debring and crosses Tanglangla to end in Leh. The last day is over Varela Pass along the Shok River ending in Khalsa. Coming back over Khardungla Pass and the raid ends in Leh.
Last year we were in Himachal for just 1 day, so we were very keen to spend at least 3.5 days here, which led us to decide that we come into Kaza and then head out towards Ladakh to finish the rally in Leh.
The first day of the raid is a filter to make sure that only the strong cross the Rohtang Pass on day 2. Leg 1 ran 3 stages beginning at Dalog, going over 33 kilometers of fast turns and rocky terrain to end at Chamola. Stage 2 began at Luri, going into 22 kilometers of wooded hills ending at Behna. The third stage of the day was 19.5 kilometers of car-braking rocky terrains, taking a start at Chimney, ending at Khanag right below Jalori Pass. The first day of the raid is always a tough nut to crack. The routes are hard on the newbies and tend to tease the experienced drivers into making mistakes. The raid does not forgive mistakes. Stage 3 leg 1 was narrow, rocky and full of twisting sharp turns that tempted you to go fast, but at the same time, one misjudged boulder or tree on the route and your rally ends there. The drivers needed to exercise controlled aggression to take the stage head on and then again not get carried away. In the far sharp turns, the Gypsy was king and the heavy bulk of SUVs made it hard for them to keep up. It was also a day of petrol engines. The diesel-powered SUVs could be seen struggling with the rise in altitude and steep climbs.
Not such a good day to start. We had a turbo failure in the first stage itself. We lost 15-20 minutes totally on this day.
I'm driving for the first time in a diesel car and we didn't know how the car will behave. So we lost almost about close to 1 minute 40 seconds in the first stage to the other cars, the faster cars. But then after the second stage we got the rhythm. We lost only about 16 seconds in the second stage.
The third stage was the kind that would eat rally cars for breakfast. The cars came out royally battered and from the looks of the faces on drivers, one could see the raid had begun.
क्लच से बैठ गया यार, गियर बड़ी मुश्किल से आए.
Veteran driver Sunny Sidhu's XUV packed up due to a timing belt failure.
I believe there's a mechanical failure, his car is not starting.
2 more drivers had mechanical failures in the middle of stage and were out. 2 gypsies met with minor accidents and could not finish the leg. It was evident the raid had begun taking its toll.
Day 1 had 5 emergencies to be dealt with. We had information from stage 1 where car virtually just about went off the edge. He hit a tree which kept him on the road, thank God for that.
Apparently they overshot the bend and they reverse corrected it, and there was a stone which got them off guard. It's a steep drop all the way down. It would have been a pretty serious accident if it wouldn't have been for that tree there.
Day 1 turned out to be a rude awakening for the novices and the experienced drivers alike. Suresh Rana's Vitara was having clutch issues, and so were the XUVs of Amit Ghosh and Lohiters. However, the old Gypsy still standing strong.
SUV फंसने के ज़्यादा chances हैं. अच्छा, मुझे लगता है Gypsy फंसा.
Very narrow for our cars.
Okay.
Our cars are quite big, and if you want to carry some speed into the corners, you need to slide it. We don't have enough space for us to slide, so it's very tight. And with these big tires, you know, we are constantly turning because you can't drift the car into the corner.
Going uphill at this altitude, there's no boost. So at one very steep section, the car wouldn't climb. So we had to reverse many times to get the momentum to climb up.
It is very rough. You need to get into a smooth flow or a rhythm so that you can carry your speed. If not, it's very difficult to maintain speed around the corner.
Stage 1 stage 2 तो काफ़ी अच्छी गई थी. इसमें भी काफ़ी अच्छी चल रही थी गाड़ी. ये अपना क्लच बस 5 किलोमीटर में.
लास्ट 5 किलोमीटर
नहीं, स्टार्ट के 5 किलोमीटर. तो हम सेकंड गियर में ही ड्राइव करते आ रहे हैं.
Harpreet Bawa was leading the end of leg 1, followed by Amanpreet Ahluwalia, and Suresh Rana in his Vitara was fuming in third place. The raid's first day belonged to the Gypsy hands down.
ठीक है, अभी चल रहे हैं. पिछली स्टेज में थोड़ा लूज कर दिया था मैंने. रफ है पर मैं तो फ्लैट आउट आया हूँ. जिप्सी को कोई टेंशन नहीं. जिप्सी उतना चल रही है जब मारती.
The new SUVs had been given a taste of what was to come. But this was just the day 1. What we like to call the rude awakening. It'll be really interesting to see how the SUVs take the next 5 days to come.